anyone recognize that theme, by the way? Does anyone recognize that last bit of music that was being played? If not, don't worry. It just means you have terrible taste and don't know anything. Yeah, I guess no one knows that theme. That's fine. Yo, hello, everyone. Sounds familiar, but can't place the song. All right, what if I give you a big hint? Let me give you guys a big hint, okay? That theme song comes from a show where you can find the school of the undefeated of the East. Hmm? Thank you for exposing Wagner knows why. No problem. That was not my first time playing doing that either. Didn't recognize it at all. Let me hear it again. All right, just a little, just nothing. Well, I thought this was a minute. I almost didn't click. I thought I'll watch it later about the stream. Yes, I asked if people wanted me to stream, and a couple said yes. They love when I yap. So here you go. Also, I'm not moving off this music thing. Okay, then I'll get to everything else. G Gundam. Thank you. Yes, G Gundam. That is Domon Kasu's King of Hearts theme. I was gonna play a secondary theme, which everyone would know, which is this one. I'm getting distracted. This isn't gonna be like a super mega long stream, but hello everyone. Oh, Gundam makes sense. If you haven't watched G Gundam, you're missing out. But as the title of this stream go, which means I have a focused topic today because I titled my stream "The Thing I'm Talking About." But before we get to the thing I'm talking about, I just want to say a couple of things. First and foremost, I appreciate you guys. That no matter literally any day I stream, the majority of you guys show up. That's fucking awesome. I think it's great. I love you guys. I didn't say that. Secondly, I am going on a little break next week. So there will be no streams next week. I'll be gone from the 11th until the 19th. So this Saturday, my last stream for about a week. Not too long, but I'll be gone for the week. I am working on a script for a video that I want to put out for next week to give you guys something. So I'll probably be busy Thursday night, Friday night. I'll stream Saturday and hopefully I'll be done by then. I can just edit and like upload during the week where I'm gone. That's it. That's as far as they're gonna go for like non-stream related things. So there'll be no stream next week at all. You won't see me go live. You might see some shorts, but you won't see me go live. I'll probably be posting like my community notes on my community posts, but I will not be uploading anything major except for like one video. Not just a little house cleaning. The boy's taking a little break. But now we're gonna work our way to Anita. Anita's gonna be the big topic today. But I also saw some other topics that I thought you guys would be interested in. Oh my god, this is so bright. There has to be a better article. I thought I saved a better article. No. Okay. All right, fine. Fine. So one thing I want to talk about, and this was actually sent to me by Ash. So thank you for bringing this to my attention. You guys know that I don't really um, follow like gotcha. Hey, just recently had a girl who was a friend break up with me. Need some words of encouragement. I'm autistic. I'm not a failure. Who said you're a failure? Who who said you are a failure? When something doesn't work out, that doesn't mean you failed. An attempt was made. You put your effort in, you tried, it just didn't work out. A failure would mean that you quit and you'll never try it again. Are you planning on never having a friend again or never having a girlfriend again or anything like that? Because if you're not planning that, then you're not a failure. You didn't fail. I was talking about something actually earlier today with my coworkers. We sometimes have very deep talks. And I was talking about how the universe does not give a shit. Okay? The universe is cold and random and unfeeling, does not care what happens to anyone, which means we have to care. We have to be the ones who care. So, in vein of that, like I said before, you cared enough to try to have a relationship with someone. That in itself means you are not a failure. The fact that you're going to have other relationships and some of them might not work out does not make you a failure. You're going to have relationships that do work out. You're going to find people who are for you. Not everyone's for you. That doesn't make you a failure. If that was the case, then every single person's a failure. And guess what? If we're all failures, then none of us are, because no one succeeded. Either way, you're only a failure if you quit and never try anything again. That is the only way you can be a failure. Basically, is if you die. That's the only way you can be a failure. Right, rock climbing today and it reachieved me up from my depressive slump, and now Anita Sarkeesian is back. She is back. And we would get to Sarkeesian. But this was brought to my attention by a community member, Ash. Ash Parth brought this up to my attention. So I wanted to talk about this because it is kind of in the wheelhouse of what I talk about. Not necessarily like uh, gotcha games, but AI. So I think it's because she didn't like me playing video games. I wish other people could like me. I promise you, there will be girls out there who not only don't mind you playing video games, but will probably want to play with you or put you onto games you haven't played before. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, if anything, they did you a favor because now you know. You do not have to spend time mentally, emotionally investing into a relationship if they don't have the interest that you have, your hobby that you have. If they can't respect that, then they don't deserve your time. Keep up the great work and enjoy your break. Thank you. I will. I'm going to Nebraska because I have a friend who lives out there, and I just want to see what life is like out there in like the middle of America where there's no mountains, everything's flat. I live in California where we have mountains and everything. So I thought it'd be fun. Okay, so let me lock in for a second. You guys know how I feel about generative AI. You also know how I feel about gotcha games. So imagine my surprise when I found out a very popular gotcha game has been not only accused but flat out exposed for using generative AI. So Iron Mouse cancels Neverness to Everness sponsorship after devs allegedly lied to her about blatant Gen AI use. Now, I was seeing something about this prior to being messaged about this or mentioned on Twitter, but I had no idea what it was. I knew what NTE was because it kind of was in the periphery of just like, oh, here's another anime gotcha game. This is the one that looks like GTA, I believe. I mean, they kind of all are looking like that, but they used Iron Mouse as a, she was an ambassador. She was sponsoring it, and they had promised not to use AI. But fans have spotted several instances of what they suspect is Gen AI use in Neverness to Everness, including an animated video during one of its opening missions in 18-minute generative AI anime short film present in the game theater, and even a billboard advert for a fake anime film that looks suspiciously similar to the real anime film Weathering You. So I had seen this one. This is what I saw when they were like, not only is the game still full of Gen AI on launch, they should have stole the shot from Weathering with You. Like I saw this and I was like, yeah, it has the AI stank all over it. And by the way, this shit it's so blatant. Like look at, maybe because I'm like a bit of an art slut. I mean, I've been being really pedantic with animation these last couple of videos, which I'm trying to tone down. I'm trying to tone down. Yes, it's a thing you added me about, Ash. I'm trying to tone down, but you look at these eyes. Where the fuck are you looking? And I know people are gonna be like, oh, but animation, bro. Look at where she's looking. The first off, the fireworks are behind them. So here's the thing about this game is called Neverness to Everness. Here's the thing about perspective. I promise you, this is my only little art lover, little pedantic little thingy. Okay, but the thing about perspective is it has to exist. Where's the depth happening here? Is this happening right next to her? Is this in the sky? Are these gigantic firework displays happening? Like insanely high? Like insanely large fireworks? Are they gigantic? Anyways, and then look at the eye line. He's looking this way, but like she has her the hands all fucked up. His arm is like I don't know. Like look at this and look at the actual shot. Like I don't like this. But this is the AI filter, right? And it's, oh my god. I don't know if you guys can see, but right here looks like that's where the hand was supposed to be, and then they and then and then they like shifted it over. But even the you can tell because the arm is exactly the exact same way. This is the same guy. They took an anime and put an anime AI filter over it. Love it. Love that. Love that so much. Um, as spotted by Ghostly Gamers, IMO stated during a stream on May 3rd that she'd be pulling out of her Neverness to Everness sponsored content. And I do know that a voice actor also pulled out like their support out of this too. They definitely got the GTA elements down. Yeah. Yeah, Grand Theft AI, bro. Fucking stealing from other established properties. Yeah, she said never to Everness sponsor content as developers Hotel Studio had assured the streamer that no Gen AI content would be present in full release. Whenever I get sent an offer for a sponsor or something, I always make sure that I tell people, can you make sure, double, triple, quadruple check that this does not have AI in it? I would not accept if it does. I must stay during the stream. And then the studio assured me, no, don't worry, you're good, it's fine. And then I found out it's not fine. There were certain things that I saw where it's just like, bro, you cannot sit here and lie and say that it's not it because this is what it is. She continued, like, you can't lie. What do you think? I don't have eyes, and then it's like, competition. First, let's hear a few words from the organizer. This, I don't even think this is. I don't even think this is from like X compression. I think this is just how bad it looks. First, let's hear a few words from the organizer, Giovanni Dvorak. Like, okay, not only like this is not anime. This is not AI, right? But watch this shit. Frame one. Frame one. Frame one. You can tell this is AI.
Hello, everyone. I am Giovanni Dvorak.
The mouth isn't even like this is some literal like early Speed Racer ass dubbing, and I think even Speed Racer beats this shit. Like, hold on, look at the mouth flaps and the audio coming out.
Hello, everyone. I am Giovanni Dvorak. In this game, you just need to select what you want.
Like, he's literally talking while his mouth is open, but there's no. Oh, this does look like. Okay, hold on. This does look like. Hold on. Why am I on this channel? This does look like some Speed Racer ass. Like this. This is like this.
Calling the Mach 5. Come in, Speed. Trixie calling the Mach 5.
I'm in the middle of a race, Trixie. Don't talk to me now. Can't you wait till it's over?
Speed,
But you know what? Speed Racer, go. Way better than this shit. This looks like ass.
And bring them out safely. It's simple and fun. I know you're feeling nervous.
Like, what in the 1970s kung fu dub movie is this?
Thank you, Mr. Giovanni. Competition.
That is.
Let's hear a few words from the organizer, Giovanni Dvorak.
Look at the lip. Look at the. I'm gonna give them credit with this part. Look at the lip syncing done here, because voice actors, are really good at matching their voice to the mouth flaps. You go from this,
First, let's hear a few words from the organizer.
almost damn near perfect, to I could only imagine they went back in time and tried to emulate the, again, 1970s kung fu film style, because
I am Giovanni
so he's still talking with mouth like this
In this game, you just need
and like this while his mouth is completely open. He's still talking.
select what you want and bring them out safely. It's simple.
Like, god damn, dude. Ugh. Another prominent VTuber known as Shy Lily quit her playthrough of Neverness to Everness mainstream as she stated she wanted to look into its expected use of generative AI before promoting any further. Likewise, prominent anime voice actor Maggie Elise, who was listed in Neverness to Everness credits, stated in a post on X that she'd recently found out a game that they had lent their voice to has been using AI and has been dishonest about it. I want to be clear that I do not support generative AI in any creative field, including voiceover, art, writing, or music. Continue Maggie Elise. If this is not a adjustment move, I will not be continuing with this team. Developer Hodo Studio and publisher Perfect World have yet to issue a public statement. Bro, I'm telling you, the way those lip flaps looked, you go from the actual animators from like the, doing it properly, and you look at the AI shit, and it looks like some like annoying, not even annoying orange. It looks like some like, I don't even fucking know how to describe it. You know when they like do like just still pictures and they cut out the lip flap and they move the lip up and down? That's what it looks like. It looks bad. And I'm gonna say one thing though, okay? And I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. All right? But are we really surprised? Are we really surprised that a gacha game would blatantly use generative AI? Like, are we surprised? Are we really surprised that a gacha game would use generative AI? I don't think artistry and integrity is at the top of a company whose entire product is gotcha slop, right? And I do believe the Chinese gaming scene, like gaming and from the developer side scene, seems pretty gung ho with AI. Hell, even in Japan, they had like an AI anime. I mean, it was dog shit, but like they had that. Like, are we really surprised? Because it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, it was one off. It was like a placeholder text or a placeholder image or whatever, right? Bro, this is an entire 18. I can watch, it's not 18 minutes long, but there's an 18-minute version of this. On frame one, you can tell this is generative AI. I know they're not all like that, Janine. What I'm saying, or Jenny, what I'm saying though is, it's not surprising that a gacha company would be implementing AI to this level, because I don't think like quality control is exactly a major concern. Like if someone said EA was using generative AI in their game, I wouldn't be surprised either. But look at this. She's just bouncing up and down like someone's moving her PNG. Like, look at that. This girl right here. Look, I'm moving it. Ready? 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 I guess the building's falling apart. And they don't care? They all have the same face? What is happening? Like maybe they're supposed to all have the same exact face, like it's a music video of chaos. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Because like I will say it could be like a in-universe music video where they're just like, this group is doing a music video, which makes sense. But even with that, it seems like negative domestication. Yeah, I guess the game characters are watching. Okay, so they're clearly supposed to have the same face. But shit keeps falling. The music is definitely AI. I feel like I have my fucking life. I don't know what's happening here. Where is the evidence this is AI? That's what I don't get. Everyone's pointing at so obvious. How do you not? What? How do you not know? Yeah, your eyeballs. My eyeballs. My eyeballs tell me this is AI. How do you how do you watch this for 2 seconds and not immediately know from frame 1 where she has no details in her hair at fucking all, this giant smudge, and then suddenly it's highly detailed. How do you not know that that's not AI? I can tell by the textures. I can tell by the fact there's random shit happening out of nowhere. Look at these lights. Look at this light. Let's follow this light beam. Ooh, into another light. Like, this is like, oh my god, I'm not gonna torture you guys with this. But yeah, I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised that they're taking like the easy way out and just making a bunch of AI bullshit. Like this looks so bad. And this is, mind you, from a game that the game's already considered like a GTA ass like kind of game. And now they have this. Now they have this. Like this is Oh, I guess that's recent news then. Oh shit, am I covering recent breaking news? Hell yeah, look at me. But yeah, this is all talking about this now. Does Neverness to Everness use AI? Yes. God damn it, dude. When will these companies understand? Like, it's not just NTE, Neverness to Everness, which I hate that name by the way. But I don't know when these companies understand that it's not just like me. Their audience doesn't fucking like generative AI. Like if there's any audience that I would think would be really against generative AI, it would be the gotcha people. Your AI generating their cute waifus? No, you have to have every pixel perfect. Like that's the one audience you should not be trying to do this to. They're gonna pour over. Did I see Legendary drops his James Bond video? No. Why is he also talking about is he also talking about how it's gonna be woke? Oh my god. He is talking about how it's gonna be woke. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't. I can't. I just did Wagner. I just did Wagner. There's no way I'm gonna do this. There's no way I'm gonna cover this. Listen. Listen. Listen.
I don't think I can.
I don't have to do this. This video right here. This video right here. I promise you. I promise you. I'm gonna just use the ask function to summarize it. But I promise you, the same things I said about Wagner's video applies here. Okay. The creator reacts to PC Gamer's article question if James Bond should even be a video game protagonist, arguing the character's arrogance and status. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way he made a 20-minute video about that one PC Gamer article I talked about like 2 weeks ago. There's no way. Hear me out. What if James Bond just shouldn't be in video games? Like, no, I'm not doing this. 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 And look, you can hear. Look. The host suggests that this trend stems from a combination of lack of creative talent and obsession with drag entertainment to social or political critiques. He contrasts this with Eastern gaming studios, which he suggests are more focused on creating fun and like he's also doing the same shit he always does. He has to compare Eastern games to Western games, not knowing any of the political fucking things happening in Eastern cultures and saying they're apolitical, and they're just focused on fun. Really? We were just talking about a game from the East that's using generative AI. God damn it, dude. I'm not gonna watch this. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point. He's just gonna talk about the same shit he always does. And by the way, this article from PC Gamer, which I already talked about, who cares? I did like what 2 streams ago where I was like, yeah, it's a dumb article. I'm not a fan of this article either. This is not indicative of everyone else. I will use this part of the video as a jumping off point. You can clip this if you want. It is so annoying that these fucking losers will take an opinion piece by someone on PC Gamer or one like site and act as if it's indicative of everyone's thought process of it when you can straight up just Google Google 007 First Light and look at the people talking about it. How many people are saying it shouldn't belong? 007 First Light would not offer New Game Plus. Could 007 First Light be the best Bond game since GoldenEye? The preview, First Light feels like a fresh start. The campaign length, like no one's talking about it. Even PC Gamer who made the article is talking about something different. Like no one's focusing on that. No one's focusing on this. But he'll make it seem like, see, this is why Western game developers they just can't hack it. This is why Western games media sucks. And it's like one opinion piece. This could be the best Bond ever. it's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying, dude. So no, I will not be addressing this dumbass video. I got my own shit to talk about. Now that that's out of the way, I also want to talk about our favorite Souls-like, not Souls game, which of course, if you guys all know, is one Lords of the Fallen. This game right here, Lords of the Fallen 2. This game. Oh boy. So, if you guys aren't aware about Lords of the Fallen, real quick summary. The very, very first game that came out in 2013, not 2013, not 2023, the original one was a clone of, it was the first Soulsborne clone, didn't do too well. Years later, they come back, they revamp it, Lords of the Fallen comes out. It also does not do very well for a very, very, very long time. They have multiple patches, they do multiple sales, they have multiple discounts, they do all this stuff, and they have recently broken even. And the reason I mention all those things, though, is because they have decided to. What's the name of the music being played? There's music being played? I'm not playing music. But anyways, they have decided to. I'm not playing music. No, I'm not playing music. Yeah, shut up. Ah, you got all messed up. Anyways, they have decided. They have decided that they were going to release some female armor. Yes, this is also a different studio. This is CI Games. This is CI. This is by CI Games, not by the original creators. But they have basically decided to cozy up to the anti-woke camp. That's kind of been their whole thing. Especially their CEO, who I cannot stress enough, follows Nazis and supports them. Like Merrick, his name is Merrick something, and he is the CEO of CI Games. CI Games have revealed their Fallen Lords of the Fallen 2 still unveils new female armor designs. Now, the reason why they did this is because it got leaked. So let me make sure I can find it again. It got leaked previously, so they just said, fuck it, let's release it. And my God, this is some of the most like boring shit you can possibly imagine. So here is the female armor set that they leaked. Or that got revealed or whatever, right? Here it is. Now, let me just do this for a second. I want to preface this by saying something, because I know a lot of people think anytime you critique anything that can be sexy, it's because you hate sexy, you guys want to be safe, horny, whatever. That's not the case. The case here is this is fucking boring. This is boring. This is a boring design. We have seen this 100 times. 100 times. It's fucking boring. It's super generic. It's expected. It's boring. The red one looks okay. This shit looks boring to me. Like this is to me, this is legit some like what, like if you watch an episode of Law and Order and someone got killed in an MMO, this is what the characters would look like. I think these designs are fucking boring. And so this got leaked. And I believe because this got leaked, they released a different video showing a different armor set. And now, the other armor sets actually look good. I am not a fan of the CEO, but their designs actually look pretty good in the newer one, which they released. But this is what happened before. Developers CI Games paid a gaming YouTuber the background NPC. And there's a reason why it's the background NPC. The background NPC, if those of you who also don't know about her, but I feel like you should, what the background NPC basically does. Donation, super chat. Hey, what's up? The background NPC is a woman, and basically all of her content can be described as I'm going to use the fact that I'm a woman to talk about why every game character is ugly. I am not watching her video. No, I'm not doing it to myself. But this is basically her output. It's the same anti-woke bullshit. If you want a more in-depth take on her, Crimes New Roman has a video on her called the apolitical gamer, or the what is it called again? Hold on. Crimes New Roman. He has a video on her called The Gamer Girl Fascism. So you guys check that out if you want. That goes a little bit more into her. But basically, she did a video talking about like why girls are ugly in games now. Asmongold liked it. She got a big viewership bump because of that. Now she's part of Mythic Talent, or not anymore. Who knows? But this is her output. So now, if I tell you this is a company that is firmly in the camp of the anti-wokes, who also believe that game characters, all girls have gone ugly, and we need to have sexy girls with no DEI, this is who they decide to go to. Because look at her output. Like, look at her output. Evil. Anytime it's a Western company, ugly, gross, ew, tomatoes. AAA does not want you playing this East Asian game, right? So, like, that's her thing. That's her thing. Like, everything's woke. It's bad. It's terrible. Women are ugly now. All this thing. Real pick me energy type shit. Real pick me energy type shit. So they went with her. They went with her because, of course, they did. So that's what they talk about here. Let's see. Yeah. In 2026, one of the most radical things a game studio can do is ask its players what they actually want to see and then listen to the answer, says YouTuber The Back on NPC in a sponsored video about the upcoming dark fantasy RPG Lords of the Fallen 2. The video is a bizarre marketing campaign for a new in-game collection of generically horny female-only armor. The armor drop is a blatant attempt to cater to misogynistic culture war fanatics, as the Back on NPC complains about the designs of female characters such as Abby from Last of Us Part 2, and other hot women who certain gamers can't get it up for. Yes, that's that, right? CI Games presents the incredibly generic, stereotypically revealing outfits as revolutionary. You wanted fierce, they ride on X. You wanted beautiful. You want provocative. The outfits were revealed exclusively in the 20-minute sponsored video. The studio literally hides behind an approving female content creator as they're trying to quote that. This is what I just said, right? They go to her because she will put that content out with no criticism, no critical thoughts, whatever. Don't play it. I don't agree with them, but I would just not play it. It's not about that though. This is a larger issue in that they are in the same breath trying to say that they're not making it into a political statement, that they just want to make good games, but everything they do is fully within lockstep with the anti-woke cultural warriors. That's what this thing's about. Their marketing strategy is to go to the background NPC, not even like Asmongold, who has more of a reach, right? They go to the background NPC because she's a woman. So when they have her show, her talking about, see, this is what women like me like. See, this isn't misogynistic. See, this is great and sexy and it's fun. That gives them cover. It's no different if they were like, we're gonna put a super racist game out, and hey TTB and Gaming, do you want to sponsor this game that's called Ethnic Cleansing 2? It's like, maybe I don't actually. And talking more about the armor, they did reveal other armor sets. I did see other armor sets, and those looked really good. I can't seem to find. Hold on, let me go to their webpage. Let me make sure I can do that here. But they did. The other armor sets do look good. So here, look. Like these look good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is absolutely giving me Dark Souls. I mean, Elden Ring vibes at this point. Like this is what's her name? Like Relena of like the Twin Moon Sword, the chick in the DLC. That's the vibe I'm getting from this one. But I like it. Wait, she even has a half moon shield. Okay. Like these aren't bad armor sets. Even this is fine. They're a thief. You want to keep it sexy? That's fine. I don't mind that because these don't scream basic, horny, generic fucking armor sets. But the funniest part about all of this to me personally is if you scroll down the comments, it's why are you caving into the mentally ill journals and leftists immediately? You lost me there. All of those look very masculine. Please give them heels. And then it's, yeah, this is way sexier than any of those super skimpy made for the sole purpose of gooning sets. It's actually really funny. Like, why come? My thing is, why come out with this one first if you also had the much better designed outfits? You had the much better designed armor sets. Even this one's like, whatever, I don't care. But like, a lot of them look better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This looks familiar. But a lot of them that they didn't promote first looks a lot better. Should have led with this. It's great to see more armor. I think the vast majority of people who had an issue with other designs wasn't based on skin shown, but they are just the kind of generic disappointing. And yes, they're generic. Like this is actually, like I said, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of this company at all. I think their marketing plan has been fucking stupid. They've been so obviously invested in the culture war to the point where most of their tweets are just like ribbing people on, right? Like everything they've advertised, it's this shit. It's this. Like they didn't advertise any of the actual cool armor sets. The character created in Lords of the Fallen 2 is what real diversity looks like. Not checkboxes or forced presets, but full freedom with deep sliders for body types, facial features, attractiveness, and visual styles across the proper male and female options. Do you get what I'm talking about now? Like this is how the CEO talks about these things. He can't just say we have a deep character creator, a deep customization. It's proper. It's the proper male and female options. But create exactly what you want in the best style suits you, so as long as they're proper male and female. All their advertisements are gooner shit. Body type or is the correct version of male and female. I can guarantee you the CEO is going to say body. Not there's no body type. It's going to be female and male. Male, female. The best answer you can give. These people are such fucking bots. These people are such fucking bots, dude. And again, like yes, like other games do not have a deep character customization, right? For starters. But the fact that this is how they phrase it, not checkboxes are forced presets. A preset is just a template you can alter. Like so many games have presets. Fucking Elden Ring, the Souls like that this genre is named after, has presets for quick character customization because not everybody wants to spend 3 hours into character creator. And then it's like but full freedom with deep sliders for body types, facial features, attractiveness. What? You have a slider for attractiveness? How does that work? Is it go like woke, not woke? Is it like what is that? But like this is why people are talking about it in this context. A lot of people will just see this and go, look at these lefties. They're so incensed. They're so insane. They're just doing this. They're just doing that. But they're not seeing the bigger picture. Everything's a fucking dog whistle. Like everything's a fucking dog whistle for this guy. It's insane. And if you go specifically to the CEO of the company, it's just shit like that. It finally broke even, by the way. This is textbook activist indoctrination. Distort the facts, push the narrative, attack anything that doesn't comply. Don't let them drag you into it. Since August last year, we've already released multiple videos including extensive gameplay, combat, story, and world building. Textbook activist indoctrination. For what? And what did they say? Lords of the Fallen's idea of a female armor is downright embarrassing. So because they don't like how your armors look, which these are fucking boring generic ones, he goes full offensive. They distort the facts, push the narrative, attacking anything. What narrative? What narrative are they pushing? What facts are they distorting? Is this not your female armor set that you also let the background NPC show off? And he's following Pirate Nation. If you guys don't remember, Pirate Nation just recently put out a tweet that was a lie about Saros. Because they called Saros woke. Because they said Saros, you end up with a gay couple, you're a gay lesbian or whatever. Pirate Nation tweet. This is the guy who's getting information from. Like all of his shit is like this. And look, he's retweeting the same fucking article, but this time from Cabrutus. Pirate Nation about the same thing. Cabrutus, Pirate Nation, within 24 hours of each other. Like this is female character designs matter deeply. Appreciate the feedback. See, just female character designs, not character designs in general. Why do you think it's hyper fixated on women? Why do you think it's just particularly female? That's it. Not male content, not fucking just character creation. He could just say character designs matter deeply. No, but it's female ones. The women matter more. I hate that you know all these names. I know all these names. I know all these fucking names, dude. Players first and always. It's I'm not gonna be all this. But like this is again another Pirate Nation. Another Pirate Nation thing. I'm really digging deep into this because this is the mentality that they have. They just follow people. Oh, look, legendary drops. Asmongold explained what's a great game developer. A true developer would not give the players what they want. A great developer will be able to listen to what players want and turn it into what players need. A terrible developer won't do either. They'll just make this makes no sense. It's the usual suspects, you guys. Pirate Nation again. Pirate Nation again. Like this is Pirate Nation for a third time. This is and the thing is too is this is the equivalent of when movies that may or may not do well will start promoting well, this one's for the fans. This movie is coming out, you guys, that may or may not do well. It's for the fans. We're not doing this for the shareholders. We're not doing this for anyone else. We're doing this for the fans. This is what this reeks of. We're doing this for the players. We listen to the players. We're the only studio that does this. Only my studio has deep character customization for attractiveness slides because the females are very important. And then you look who he's fucking following, and it's goddamn Nick Fuentes. It's the AFD. It's like, it's very clear where all this is coming from. Again, he goes to the background NPC. No other female content creator could have covered this, a bigger one. Why specifically her? Oh, because she's in that anti-woke sphere. The same sphere connected to Asmongold. Oh, so he's going to retweet all of them. And just them. And anytime one of his lackeys or one of his sycophants can find an article that people aren't like super jazzed about, I'm gonna repost and say, this is sick. They're attacking us. Like, my brother in Christ, you seem so fucking insecure. This is what someone who's insecure with their product would do. Why are you retweeting twice within 24 hours about a random games journalist from, I believe, The Gamer? Like, why? Look, why? Why are you doing that? They just do that. And what they'll do also is they always throw the excuse of, you guys just hate sexy characters, to stop any criticism. Because to them, as long as titties are showing, that's great design, you guys. That's super awesome design. Good original work. As long as the titties are out, this is peak design. Meanwhile, this is a design that's also from the original, well, the secondary Lords of the Fallen. Look at this shit. This has way more sauce. This has way more sauce. This shit looks good. These are sick, interesting sets that don't look like generic horny. Like, this is what I like. This doesn't look like just generic horny. And you guys know, I have a whole ass video talking about what makes someone an actual cultured individual. I'm not like these fakes who get titillated by any amount of skin. No. I need this shit. This shit looks sick. Again, for them, it's just sexy drawing. For them, this is what they need. Ah, yes. Look at this. Look at this fucking generic Scarlet Witch medieval ass fucking fit. Like, and these don't even look good. They don't look good. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a virgin, but they don't look. This does nothing for me because they don't look good. They don't look good. But this shit, come on. The other armor sets they showed, yes, that shit looks boring. That shit. Don't worry, geeks. I know what you're talking about. I know you're a little behind. I know what you're talking about. But this shit looks, even this shit, like, this looks cool. That's one thing I don't understand. Everyone's like, this is awesome. You can have women in armor that look sick and awesome. If you're wearing armor sets, who gives a fuck about looking sexy? That's what I don't understand. Armor sets to me are like, look how cool this shit fucking looks. And if it happens to be sexy, fine. But if you want sexy armor, this shit looks like ass. This shit looks amazing. I love the style of this. Why is her feet showing? She's a little kinky girl. Who knows? I like that. This shit screams try hard. What, Demon Dominatrix, baby? Dominatrix Black Knight? Hella from Timu? Like, why are we like, these don't, like, it's boring. It's simple concept, it's boring. And it pisses me off because they have better ones. They have better ones. Not this bullshit. Like, this is, only an epic incel would call these average sexy women anything more. The girl characters look hot. I'll play them. I always play the first Descendant because the jiggle physics in Marvel Rivals. Sure, that makes sense. and thing too, it's like it's so boring. It's so boring. And yeah, I was reading the comments because some of them are mad about someone not having heels, but it's so fucking boring. God, now I sound like pronouns guy. They're trying to modern day us. I'm fucking boring. But no, like it's just like it. It's just boring. It's just boring. It's just boring. They have way better armor sets. They have way better armor sets. They should have led with that. Lead with that, please. This is someone who's not a fan of their political beliefs and the way they're going at it, but from a fan of art, the stop this. Do more of this. Do more of this. Interesting and fun. The other armor sets they revealed, again, interesting, great designs. These are awesome designs. Again, this looks a lot like Elden Ring, but these are awesome designs. Like they even give you a sense of what their playstyle is. Like obviously, like thief, quick and dexterous. You're fucking barbarian with an axe, strong, and then you have your knight character, probably balanced, right? They give indication of what they are. These could all be the same fucking class. What is the difference between this person and this person, or this person and this person? This is the same armor set. She just has a longer skirt and a spear. That's it. Like, I don't know if for this headrest, are you supposed to be amphibious? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, these two are the most generic ones. They are. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's just Lords of the Fallen 2 idea of female armor is downright embarrassing. You wanted fierce, you wanted beautiful, you wanted provocative. Mogged by Dark Souls 1. True Night Goons. I don't know if we're not like the other devs is the right approach. I really don't get the pivot to this type of content. Judge, Kletic Pieta, and Kukujin were pretty good female designs in the first game. These look like parodies of Korean Gooner MMOs. I mean, not wrong. But this is what I'm saying though. It's like why they have the dogs out. Like these are good designs. The power of horny gamers and lonely virgins. Like I guess okay, I think I've on Horny Valley. I think I've stressed this point enough. It's just doing this as like marketing to me seems so fucking insane. It seems so insane. Especially since like a lot of people are annoyed with the like anti-woke culture war bullshit. Like they are annoyed with this. So it's weird to go full bore into that. And yeah, the designs look cool, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not gonna play this game. And I did play the other I played the original Lord of the Fallen and the 2018 one. But I'm not gonna fucking play this because I just like this. I'm sorry, the CEO is too much of an alt right fucking dickhead for me to want to like even tangentially support. And I'm not just talking out of my ass. He literally is. He really is. He really is like alt right. Oh, his name was Merrick. That's why. Like, I mean, he follows Cabritas, which whatever. But I'm pretty sure Nia falls back on a PC. Hangen Min Lee, a fucking anti-black racist, a well-known racist, actually. Girl with Gunia, Tectone, Metatron, Nicholas Fuentes. There is no reason a gaming CEO should be following Nicholas Fuentes. I mean, you shouldn't be following Megatron Tecton. At least Tecton was tangentially related to gaming. He follows fucking Nick Fuentes and American News, which is also Elon Musk's party. And he also follows a person who is, I believe, associated with the AFD. I know that Crimes New Roman mentioned that in one of his videos, that he follows like awful, terrible people. So like, yes, right here, Alice Weidel. You see the AFD, right? The AFD is an alt right fucking. This is like the German Nazi party essentially. The alternative for Germany. They are super far right. The Alternative is a far right, right wing populist, national conservative, nationalist party in Germany. This is who he's following. This is who he's following. Okay, so like, this is why I'm not going to support this fucking game. I am not going to willingly support goddamn Nazi sympathizers. He follows this person who's part of the AFD, and he also fucking follows. He follows Alice, and he also fucking follows Nick Fuentes, who is a worldwide known white supremacist. Open. This is who he follows. So fuck that. Now that you know this is who he follows, when you see him say shit like they're distorting the facts, or say shit like full freedom with the proper male and female options, you know where he's coming from. And just to get ahead of it, I don't give a fuck how many copies this game sells. I don't give a fuck what the review scores are. Okay, that changes nothing for me. I'm not going to support a fucking Nazi, and I don't think that's crazy to want to say. But you know what is crazy? You know what is crazy? That in 2026, the fact that I would have to talk about Anita Sarkeesian is blowing my fucking mind. But we are in hell, and I am your steward. So let's go. For those of you who are unaware of who she is, Anita Sarkeesian was a content creator who, at this point, oh my God, when did she start this? At this point, it has to have been over, what, 2014, right? Feminist Frequency. Yeah, so she started a thing called Feminist Frequency. And it was right. Oh, I know. This isn't me being anti Anita. Spoiler alerts. She started Feminist Frequency in 2009. Okay, Gamergate popped off in 2014. So if we talk from Gamergate until now, that is 12 years. For 12 years, we haven't heard from Anita Sarkeesian. After the initial Gamergate, where they just went ham on anyone who was a woman, after that, I don't want to say died down. After we largely ignored it, she was largely ignored. But there's been an intense group of losers who've always been keeping tabs of Anita Sarkeesian. I remember when they brought up the fact that Anita Sarkeesian married herself, and people were like talking about that, and I was like, why do we care about Anita Sarkeesian? I'm like, who gives a shit about this? Legitimately, I was like, who cares? I thought right. Like, and you guys, I'm being dead serious. This is from what? 2 years ago, 2024. If you're ever depressed, remember Anita Sarkeesian threw herself a fake wedding to celebrate being single, mentally insane, middle-aged, childless cat lady. This is from 2024. People were bringing this up because for her 41st birthday, she threw herself a wedding-themed birthday party. God forbid a woman have hobbies. God forbid. And these motherfuckers were like, look like still obsessed with Anita Sarkeesian. At this point, 10 years after. And so I thought, okay, this would be the end of it. This is it, because I can't stress this enough. After the original Gamergate, it's just like, who cares? Who cares? Let her live rent free for a decade and some change. Because now, the reason why Anita Sarkeesian is coming back into the zeitgeist is because loser incels, take your pick, anti-woke people ran out of materials. If you type in Anita Sarkeesian, latest Spire 2 is facing back at the player discover Anita Sarkeesian listed as consultant in the credits. Gamers are leaving negative reviews. They are. To the point where Devolver Digital had to put something out, which we will get to. But this motherfucker right here, Anita Sarkeesian on the male gaming audience. Some male with gamers with a deep sense of entitlement are terrified of change. They believe games should continue to cater exclusively to young heterosexual men with even more extreme virtual power fantasies. Now, was this a quote from Anita today? Was this a quote from Anita Sarkeesian today? Is there a link to when she wrote this? Let's see if this happened this year on May 3rd. Maybe if we Google, let's hit the whole Googs. Let's see what that has. Anita Sarkeesian. Oh, is this from 2014? Here's an article from The Mother Jones. This woman from May 30th, 2014, almost 10 years ago, is when she was 30, from The Mother Jones. They took a quote from not 11 years ago. This is from 2014. This is a 12-year-old quote. This is a 12-year-old quote that they presented as if Anita Sarkeesian was in the zeitgeist. This all started because of this shitty ass website, Fandom Pulse, which prior to this had no motion, no nothing. So now they pinned this. They're talking about Anita because that's what got them interactions. Look at this interaction, right? 1 million views. Their next post, fucking 581. Their next post, 425, 508, 515. These people had zero fucking motion. Zero motion. Like at all. At all. Nothing. Nothing. No one goes to Fandom Post. No one checks Fandom Post as anything. At all. And so what do? They just out of thin air just started talking about Anita Sarkeesian. There's nothing else leading up to this. Even if you go on Google, Anita Sarkeesian was not popping off. Anita Sarkeesian was not recently doing something. This is her news. The last article about Anita Sarkeesian was in fucking 2021, which is in 2021. That is the last time. Oh, sorry, 2023. 2023 is the last time Anita Sarkeesian was even mentioned. Was even fucking mentioned in the gaming world, insofar as by GameDaily.biz, by this website. That's it. That's it. She wasn't on Twitter tooting up a storm. She wasn't on Blue Sky talking shit. She wasn't on Instagram talking about how she hates video games. Just minding her goddamn business. And now I have to go back in time a little bit. So the reason why a lot of gamers instinctively hate Anita Sarkeesian, and really women, but Anita Sarkeesian, is because fucking 14 years ago, she had a little project called Tropes versus Women in Video Games. Now, a little history about me. I was there during Gamergate. I was. I had participated in it initially when I thought I was a young man. I was 23, 24, and I thought it had to do with actually, I know it's a meme now, but actually ethics in game journalism. Because I had falsely believed that there was some cabal of game journalists who were super powerful and they were out here giving favorable reviews to people they had personal relationships with, that they were trying to harass people who were like getting too close to the truth. Then you come to find out like a games journalist makes dog shit money and have shitty deadlines. And actually, you don't want to be a games journalist. Like, I'm sorry. I know I have a friend who used to be a game journalist, but I'm sorry. I listen, Gene, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but you don't want to be, right? Like it's not like a cushy gig. But anyways, that's why I was in there for it. But when I realized it was just fucking them hating women, I was like, no. And I even reached out to one of the people who was targeted about that, and we became like kind of mutuals, and it was fine. But all that to say, that is where this animosity comes from Anita Sarkeesian. Like they think she ruined video games because even though I had lots of critiques about the video topic and how she chose to do, are they still up? Honey, don't you know I'm more than... Oh my god! You know what? Maybe later on I will go through the feminist frequency videos and see like what I would be better and what I hated. But I was very critical, like everyone else, about the content because I felt like she misrepresented a lot of what was actually happening. Crazy T2 and DD being canceled the same day. I got canceled. I didn't realize that. But I felt like she was not giving a real honest assessment of what was happening. Like I remember one example that stuck out in my mind was how she talked about how women were treated as disposable in games, and I'm like, misogyny exists. That's fair, but then her example was Hitman and how you could just kill like strippers, and then they would just fade away like there was nothing. And I felt she was reading way too much into that and not understanding that in the Hitman universe, killing non-essential targets is bad, and also the reason why the women's bodies disappeared was because the limitations of the systems. You could not just keep a body dead forever. It has to disappear. There's not enough memory to have that happening on like a 6th generation console while you're doing a bunch of other shit, right? So it was stuff like that. But that is why she got so much hate. And I mean like hate. Like in this article, it was talked about how her death. I remember the death. She was on fucking Jimmy Fallon. Like I don't know if you guys realized how big this shit got. Anita Sarkeesian. Oh, could be a Game Gator. Anita Sarkeesian was on at one point. Stephen Colbert talking about this shit while it was happening, like, while she was being harassed. Anita Sarkeesian went on the Stephen Colbert, which is crazy. That's a fucking. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Why am I? Why am I? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised that these people were fucking all over it. Jesus Christ, dude. She fucked gamers to rewrite the rules. Jesus Christ. Okay, going back to their rent free. This video was 11 months ago. This happened 2 years ago. Like, some of these are accurately old videos, but a lot of these 4 months ago, 2 years ago, hey, that's me. A lot of these people, I feel like, are grifters talking about it. Like, from recent, like, again, the internet just destroyed Gamergate's Anita Sarkeesian. The fact that that's how she's remembered honestly fucking sucks. But yeah, see, Anita Sarkeesian was on the Colbert Report, so it got a lot of attention, like a lot of attention. I know Big Joel did a video on her. A lot of attention. The most hated woman in YouTube history. Why do you care? Smash JT still talking about her 2 years ago. Smash JT is such a bitch, and he hates women to such a degree. Lady Decade 5 months ago. Anita Sarkeesian. Like, do you see what I mean? How like 90% of the people who were still talking about her post Gamergate, post a decade later, were all grifters? Like, anything within the last, like, here, look, I would say anything within the last, just say this year. How many videos on Near Sarkeesian happened this year? There should only be like 3 videos on Near Sarkeesian this year. And yet, look at the people, for the most part, who are talking about Anita Sarkeesian. But besides me. But look at this. It is almost exclusively, of course, it's almost exclusively grifters. Here's your yearly reminder that Near Sarkeesian destroyed gaming. Like, it's using a Near Sarkeesian still, like, good God, dude, holy shit, dude, like, god damn. So much of this is about Anita Sarkeesian. So much of this from this year. That's insane. Anyways, though, back to my point. There is a lot of hatred. There is a lot of hatred towards this woman still. And what was the crime she committed? Some, let's say, poorly researched critique videos. That's a dime a dozen. Imagine if, like, who doesn't research their videos at all? I won't say Asmongold because that's just too easy. But imagine if there was someone, like, let's say, to the level of, oh, okay, let's say like a WestJet type person, right? And let's say he put out a video with, oh, fuck that. Think Before You Sleep. Let's say Think Before You Sleep puts out a video, and then that one video, which is not well researched, which we know, right? Let's say that he put out a video, and then people, okay, okay, fine. Let's say Shoe on Head put out a video that wasn't well researched, like the Pragmata video. Let's say her Pragmata video was so hated, made her so hated that in 2036, people were still blaming her for the state of video games. Like, imagine if she puts out that Pragmata video this year, and then in 2036, people are like, Capcom sucks. It's because of Shoe on Head's video. It's because Shoe on Head did a deep dive on a topic and it wasn't well researched. And because of that, Capcom now sucks. Gaming is ruined. That's the level of insanity here. That is the level of insanity. She has become their white whale and their boogeyman. Just nonstop. So that is the history of Anita Sarkeesian. So why we're talking about her now, though, is because Anita Sarkeesian was credited. These fucking losers. Anita Sarkeesian was credited in Slay the Spire 2. That's it. That's it. And this fucking loser, Phantom Pulse, which is just John Delarose, who I cannot not say it. Did abuse his wife. He does have a domestic violence restraining order against his wife. Like he does. Oh, look at Anthony wrote this. Oh my god, Anthony, don't tell me he deleted it. There we go. This is the fifth time John Doe this year has said he wants to sue me for discussing the public divorce records and restraining orders, indicating he abused his wife and kid. But he will never sue because he knows he will lose and I can countersue. Discovery is bliss. We love that you stand on business. But yes, he has abused his wife. It is not me spitting libel. John Delarose, by multiple people, has been exposed, even on Instagram, has been exposed for beating his wife. Samantha Delarose versus Jonathan Delarose. Domestic violence restraining order. Hearing on request for domestic violence restraining order. So just letting you know, he in fact beat his wife. He's also the one who's in charge of Fandom Pulse. Now, Fandom Pulse is a shitty Substack that gets almost zero interaction. In fact, I'll probably be over 6,000 subscribers. Wow. And yet no one gives a shit. This is Fandom Pulse. This is the website that he runs. John Delarose is a very, 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 very bad writer also too. I cannot stress that's enough. The cheerleader turns gay. Anita is back. Daredevil ends with a whimper. Fandom Post daily briefing. Hayden Pantier comes out bisexual. Slay the Spire. Now this is a headline that perfectly encapsulate all of the dumb shit I've been talking about. Slay the Spire 2 had the biggest indie launch in Steam history. So, by all these people's logic, big Steam numbers, big concurrent numbers, right? Let's look at the Steam count right now, actually. Slay the Spire 2 Steam DB. Let's just look at the player count because you know they love Steam charts. They love charts. Almost 1 million 2 months ago. Currently, 107,000 people playing it. 107,000 people playing it right now, right? They always use Steam DB as a metric of this is how good the game is, right? Everyone loves this game, right? And how do they phrase it? Slay the Spire 2 had the biggest indie launch in history, but hired Anita Sarkeesian to consult. If they hired Anita Sarkeesian to consult, and it had the biggest indie launch in Steam history, what does that say, class? What does that tell you? Does that mean that wokeness has ruined another game that Anita Sarkeesian has destroyed? Has destroyed another industry? On March 5th, Megacrit released Slay the Spire 2 Early Access. 24 hours it had 282 concurrent players, but March 8th that number hit 500,000, the biggest launch of 2026 on Steam by a wide margin, placing it in all-time top 20 most played titles in platform history. It outsold Resident Evil, Requiem, Marathon, and every AAA title that's launched in the same window. Within the first week, Megacrit reported 3 million copies sold and 25 million runs completed. The original Slay the Spire peaked at 57,000 concurrents. This is what a perfect launch looks like. Awesome. Oh, but then two things happen. Anita Sarkeesian appears in the game's credit as a consultant. And then, So then, what is Anita's being here? The Sarkeesian credit and the balance price are two separate issues. They are converging at the same moment in the game's early access period, and the combinations creating a story studio has not yet publicly addressed. Megacrit built the Slave Spire without outside ideological consulting. The game's design philosophy was built entirely on player feedback, mechanical intuition, and thousands of hours internal playtesting by two developers, Anthony and Anthony and Casey Yano, who have played card games in serious level for decades. Where is this coming from? Where is this sourced from? Where is this sourced from? Bringing in a consultant whose public identity is inseparable from a decade of culture war conflict introduced a reputational variable that Metacritic did not need and has not explained. What are you talking about? Like, and then this website's dog shit, but I wanted to see how he was going to frame this. So they have nothing against Anita. This game is a crazy, wild success. They have always said, go woke, go broke. We hate DEI. Any company that has DEI consultants are non-binary. And then they used Slay the Spire to shit on Marathon. They were using Slay the Spire to shit on Marathon. In fact, I can go to real quick. I'm pretty confident he also talked about Slay the Spire. Right? I'm pretty sure he talked about Slay the Spire. Oh, how the hell does this keep happening? So,
chasing. That's what we're going to find out today. The last couple of weeks, honestly, the last couple of months have been kind of insane for games. There's been plenty of drama. The launches, which is genuinely a good Pokemon game. PlayStation launches Marathon, which seems to have found an audience that genuinely enjoys it. But the player numbers definitely leave a lot of questions. $25 deck builder that's cracking into markets that AAA publishers are spending hundreds of millions of dollars and they can't even reach. I think this is a bit poetic that the over stolen artwork and essentially sacrificing Destiny 2 on the altar of this new game, turning their own audience against them in the process. It's literally the meme of the shiny new favorite.
Shitting on it though, right?
And even with the game out now, I still don't think that Marathon is a known quantity. I mean, PlayStation themselves don't actually seem to be completely sure of what the game is. They've been asking reviewers to hold off their coverage until late March when Bungie plans to
glazing this game.
There is this simple bliss in that simple sense of security. This is something that I think returns to what a lot of classic games used to feel like, where the experience was all about discovering things on your own and discovering things on your own. Where the tools were simple, but
Anita Sarkeesian, the woke lady who you people do not like ideologically, is a part of this game. So your boy Legendary Drops glazes this game. You only like it because it's good. It's literally Slay the Spire with more stuff. Yeah, that's why it's so good. So all of you people, every single one of you motherfuckers who were like, this game shits on Marathon because Marathon's woke and DEI, Anita Sarkeesian worked on this game. The woman that makes you guys lose your shit. And when I say you guys, I don't necessarily mean Legendary Drop. I don't think he's even talked about Anita Sarkeesian. But I'm talking about, the anti-woke people who are like, yeah, he don't talk about her. The people who were like, Anita Sarkeesian's the devil. She's the worst person ever. She's evil. Yeah, she worked on this game. Yeah, he brought up Slay the Spire. I know. That's good stuff. Doing like because it's good. But guess what happened? Guess what happened when they found out Anita Sarkeesian worked on the game? Very positive. Most recent reviews, mostly negative. Let's see why the reviews were negative. Let's see. I want to see the negative reviews. Not by most helpful. Can I sort this shit? Jesus Christ. So mixed. Review type, negative. And now I'm saying my language. All right. Okay. So you have May 4th. The game is fun, but the latest update has broken Steam Deck support. Okay, that's a fair criticism. After 14 and a half hours of playing this game, Devolver hired Anita Sarkeesian to consult on it, a radical leftist feminist who hates games, hates gamers, and pursued political activists that have both censored hard pass. After 14 and a half hours. Googled who Anita Sarkeesian is. It's an okay game. Used to be. It used to be okay. But Anita Sarkeesian. This one, at the very least, is an actual. This person's been playing this game for 139 hours. He's actually about the game itself. I regret buying this. I was unaware Anita Sarkeesian was involved. I would never bought it knowing that. The damage she has done to this industry and her hypocrisy, along with all of her terrible ideas, taints anything that could be fruitful. She only makes things worse. She only makes things worse, you guys. Look how bad she made this game. Look how bad she made this game. Slay the Spire 2 sales. Look how bad she made this game. Slay Spire 2 achieved a historic launch in early access, estimated 5.3 million copies, and generated over 100 million in revenue. Look how bad she made it. The game sold over 3 million units in its first week. She made this game unplayable because of her existence. The game is amazing. I'm addicted after 319 hours. But sadly, I cannot recommend this game because of the involvement of one vile, grifting individual, Anita Sarkeesian. You played this game for 300 hours. You had no problems with it. Now you find out that the game you played for 300 hours consulted with Anita Sarkeesian. You felt no negative impact from her consultation. And yet, now you're saying you cannot recommend this amazing game because Anita Sarkeesian. I don't know why mega people consult Anita, but the knowledge has left a very sour taste in my mouth. It's like finding out chef of your amazing meal is a lying hypocrite who doesn't care about cooking. No, because if my chef at my restaurant didn't care about cooking and still made amazing products, amazing food, why do I care if he cares or not? He's good at it. Like this is this is insane, dude. Like some of these other ones, if you care, 64 hours. If you care about the future of gaming, don't support this game and developers. Yeah, you guys, don't support Slay the Spire 2. Because Anita. I was going to wait until I unlocked everything to fully review this game until they decided to randomly add Anita Sarkeesian to the credits. With an out of nowhere slap to the face, the fact that they were hiding in the first place, I have decided to stop giving them early access credibility and list my many complaints. Only because of Anita Sarkeesian. And this goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But this is how, let's just do by negative only and show by, let's just say, today. Game was quite good to kill some time, but still seemed to align itself with people who are destroying the industry. Purchase before learning about the developer's choice and consultants. Look up their consultants. Anita Sarkeesian. Mind you, these are not small time play hours they played. 31 hours, 25, 44, 40, 64. Devolver hired Anita Sarkeesian. Googled who Anita Sarkeesian is after 142 hours. After 19 hours. After not even an hour. After 25 hours. Who the fuck is Anita? But they left a negative review. Why would you hire Anita Sarkeesian, someone who is destroying gaming? Yes, Anita Sarkeesian has been destroying gaming for the past 14 years because she's been so visibly active. You guys were definitely consciously thinking about her. 47 hours, 76 hours, 11, 15, 53 hours, 171 hours. Do not buy this game. The developers hired Anita Sarkeesian as a consultant. Like I cannot begin to tell you how fucking pathetic you people are. Yes, I can. You guys are fucking pathetic. This was a game that you were enjoying. This wasn't a game that you found out that the developer was like a pedophile or that they're supporting bombing of Iran or they're like transphobic or anything to do with any sort of real stakes. You are mad because Anita Sarkeesian who you said is destroying gaming. Hey, geniuses, if she's destroying gaming, why is this game not being destroyed? Why is this the highest selling game that Megacrit ever had? Why was this a historic early access launch? How did it sell 3 million units in a week? If it was ruined, how did it sell over $100 million total? Have nearly 500, almost 600,000 people playing it at once. Currently has a peak concurrency of 108,000 people. If she is destroying games, why isn't this game unplayable? Did they add wokeness to Slay the Spire 2? You know what, guys, let's find out. Because guess who has Slay the Spire 2? Let's see. Let me check. I haven't had time to play it that much. I've only played it for 4 hours. But let's see. Let's see if they added like a wokeness feature. Let's see what Anita ruined. We're launching the game right now. Let's see what she ruined, because I have it on hand. I want to see if they made us add like a wokeness patch. You think? Let's see. I'm very curious. Can we see? Maybe the settings. Are the settings woke? Fast mode? Phobia? Is it because of the phobia mode? No, that was there before. I don't know. Is it the input that's woke? Is it the sound? Because it's off. It's the sound because see how it's 50%? It's an even split. It should be like 90-10. I'm not gonna bend my round. We're not gonna play Slay Spire. Sorry, you guys. This isn't a gaming channel. But I don't think she ruined anything. Bug fixes. They fixed the issue of the game over screen. Fixed rare combat errors. Yeah, I think. Oh, a content balance. Anita, how dare you balance the content in this game? You bitch. Unacceptable, Anita Sarkeesian. But yes, this is the big race mixed audio quality. Jesus Christ. This is the big controversy, you guys. This is it. That Anita Sarkeesian exists and people still utilize her. That's what's gotten them so mad. That's what's gotten them so mad. Like it's so fucking insane to me. To the point where Devolver Digital had to put out a fucking statement. Anita's work has been an essential part of Devolver's production workflow for a long time now. Whether it's a quick sense check or a full consultancy gig, our teams have always benefited hugely from collaborating with Anita and her group. She's at the forefront of promoting diversity and inclusivity, Jesus Christ, it's too late, within our industry. And for that reason, she's a vital part of the work that we do. You people are fucking insane losers. You people are fucking insane losers. This idea, and mind you, I saw a tweet a while ago. People were talking about, not a while ago, like this week, where they're like, did she ruin gaming? No. Anita Sarkeesian did not ruin gaming. In fact, I'm taking a step further. You know who's ruining gaming? You loser fucking gamers. You are the ones ruining gaming. You are. You're the reason why games suck. Because anytime anyone does anything goddamn interesting or different, You're the first people to jump onto it and go, woke. This is woke. It's DEI. DEI equals die. We should never let this happen. Don't let this happen again. Don't let this get. Meanwhile, all you do is allow for the same fucking slop to come out day in and day out. So you can bitch and complain about it. Anytime someone's anything differently, I should take a caveat. Unless it's from an Eastern company, then whatever they do is also been great no matter what. You know what's ruining gaming also? Greedy ass CEOs, capitalism, unrealistic expectations, crunch. The fact that studios can get shut down regardless if they turn a profit or not, regardless if their games are good or not. That's what's ruining gaming. The constant pressure to succeed as the line forever goes up. That's what's ruining gaming. The fact that they want to replace artists and programmers and developers as a whole with fucking robots and vibe code shit. That's what's ruining gaming. The reason why your games are getting shittier is because they're just putting them in a factory and throwing them out. Because they're using shortcuts. They're using generative AI in fucking gacha games. They are trying to replace voice actors with goddamn robots. They are trying to get rid of everything that's human about video games. And you're feeling that effect. It's not a fucking consultant agency. This game has over 500,000 people playing it at once at its peak. It still averaged over 100,000 people. It sold 3 million copies. It's made over 100 million in revenue. This game is not failing by any metric. So your arguments make no sense. How can she be ruining gaming? How is she ruining gaming? Because you don't like her? You haven't even heard from Anita Sarkeesian. You just saw her name. Some people were fucking Googling her. Some people were fucking Googling her because they had no idea why this was a big deal. You like the game. You couldn't find fault with it. So now because Anita Sarkeesian's attached to it, suddenly the game's awful and terrible and sucks. And yet you people bitch and complain that there's no good games out there. They're all the same. They all want battle passes and microtransactions. Hey, did Anita Sarkeesian put microtransactions in Slay Spire 2? Is there a battle pass in Slay Spire 2? Is Anita Sarkeesian the reason why we have battle passes? Is Anita Sarkeesian the reason why you guys have paid DLC? Is she the fucking reason that sports games come out year in and year out and make very minimal changes? Is she the reason why you're not really enjoying all these extraction shooters? Is Anita Sarkeesian the reason why we have so many live service games? Or is it fucking greed and capitalism? Like, God, you people are so goddamn annoying. You're so annoying and stupid. You guys are so incredibly stupid. You just, oh, woman, I hate woman. Woman ruined gaming. There has been a good game that came out in, wait, when was Gamergate? 2014 is 2026. In 12 years, there hasn't been a good game because Anita Sarkeesian ruined gaming. She killed it. She killed it. She killed the game. She killed gaming. No good games have come out. No good games have come out, you guys. Everything's bad. Even though I spent 300 hours in this game and was loving it, this game's actually trash. Because of Anita fucking Sarkeesian. Because I'm a goddamn NPC who can't think for their fucking self and needs to be constantly told what to be mad about. Instead of just looking, just seeing. Rockstar supposedly spent over $1 billion making the new GTA 6. That is a bad thing because the game industry is going to take the wrong messaging away. They're still doing insane crunch. These developers aren't going to see half of those profits. There are so many things wrong in the game industry, but you have these losers. You have people like Legendary Drops who want to talk about, wow, PC Gamer, it has an article. Who gives a fuck? Why don't you address the fact that there's a large contingent of people, especially your goddamn audience, that does shit like this? When you do have a good game, you like Slay the Spire 2, right? Legendary Drops. Why don't you talk about this? How it's fucking weird that you guys who claim to say you want good games, when you finally get a good game, you're like, ah. This would be just like if they found out that Anita Sarkeesian worked on Hollow Knight, Silk Song. What, they would flip on Silk Song too? Oh, Anita Sarkeesian worked on Pragmata also, you guys. Guess you can't like that game anymore. I also heard that Anita Sarkeesian was actually seen in Rockstar's, like, their offices. I heard she was there too. So you probably can't play Grand Theft Auto 6 now because she's involved. A consultant agency is involved. A woman was involved. Therefore, it's bad, right? So we should just not play games anymore. She killed it. Why? In fact, why are you guys excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? I thought Anita Sarkeesian destroyed the gaming industry forever. Why are you playing Grand Theft Auto 6? Why are you playing fucking Arc Raiders? Why are you playing Fortnite? I thought Anita Sarkeesian destroyed the gaming industry. I thought it was ruined. Like, god damn, dude. This shit pisses me off. There are so many actual issues that are so abundantly clear in the gaming industry that explain all of your issues. But instead of focusing that, you guys want to be on some return type shit. Look what they took from you, and it's Anita Sarkeesian's fault. Grow up, man. Like, fucking grow up. And the fact that they're giving Anita Sarkeesian so much power, when all she's done is she's a consultant agency. She works for a consultant agency and uses a consultant. That's it. That's it. That is literally it. That is it. Anita Sarkeesian doesn't even post on Twitter. Like, I'm on her account right now. Like, she doesn't even post on Twitter. And people are still attacking her. I just saw someone ask her on the post she made 3 years ago, when are your parents going to die? Like, this is the insanity that I've been talking about. This insane misogyny that exists in the gaming sphere that has become so normalized that people will just randomly bring up a woman who was harassed and sent death threats over a fucking video game over 14 years ago just so they can get traction. Because they know a hated woman is views. Again, she consulted on a game that's doing well because that's what happens. Like I've always said, games either do bad or do well. That's it. That's always been the case. So way back when I was talking about the dumbasses starting Gamergate 2, and I was like, hey, you're trying to make it seem like Sweet Baby Inc. Remember that name? That Sweet Baby Inc. is some sort of negative force when the games they've worked on have been financially and critically well received. God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, like those are good games. Most of the games Sweet Baby Inc.'s been attached to have had success. Not all of them. Not every game's successful. Even for fucking Rockstar, not every game's a goddamn success. You remember Rockstar Table Tennis? Remember that shit? You think they're run with that franchise still? No. Like, there's games that come out and they fail and they succeed, and that's fine. You use a consultant agency, like I stated multiple times, because there's some shit you don't know about, and you want to make sure you don't look like an insensitive dumbass when you put it out. To all the people who say, well, game developers should do what they want, you know what they wanted to do? They wanted to make sure they got shit right, so they got a consultant. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make sure they got it right, so they got a consultant. This immense hatred you guys have for women and consultants, it's such a massive insecurity. It's such a massive tell on you as a person. The same people who were shitting themselves at people being critical of the female armor designs in Lords of the Fallen 2 are the same exact people who were shitting themselves because Anita Sarkeesian's name was attached to a game they like. I'm a sensitive snowflake because I am validly and critiquing and articulating my points on why I think a certain set of armor sets are boring and generic, and by comparing them to existing armor sets from the same game. But I'm a loser because, I don't like sexy women. You can't play a roguelike deck building game because a name you don't like was consulted? You put 300 hours into this game and now you can't enjoy it because Anita Sarkeesian consulted on it? None of you motherfuckers have any room to judge anybody ever again. Ever again. I don't want to see a Smash JT. I don't want to see anyone like that talking shit about anybody when you can't handle the fact that a game uses a consultant agency, which they've been doing longer than Anita Sarkeesian's been a name. Yeah. They get consultations. You don't think your favorite military shooters don't see consultations to show which tactics are actually viable, to show how these units actually move? You don't think they do that? You don't think your favorite films have consultants? You don't think your TV shows have consultants? You guys like Interstellar? They had a consultant, astrophysicist. Those are consultants because they want to get that shit right, not to inject some sort of woke mind virus. And consultants don't even have final say. It's so dumb. It's so. I feel like Benoit Blanc and Glass Onion. It's just dumb. That's what I feel like. Like, this is what it always feels like. This is what it always feels like anytime I have to deal with these people. It's just what it always feels like. All their arguments just make you feel like this.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
Like, that, 100%. 100%. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. And people are so upset over her for no fucking reason, dude. Most of you people who are upset about her now either weren't even alive or were absolutely not in this space. And now it's the only person you can talk about is Anita Sarkeesian. Because how dare she be consulted? And all of this started because an abuser, John De La Rose, had no traction, no motion. And look at this. Look at this. Are people just now finding out? And I don't like this person, but are people just now finding out that Anita Sarkeesian was working with Devolver Digital? This has been on their website for ages, and I found out about it back when exposed a Devolver game called The Crush House for being worked with consultant agency of Super Inc. So this isn't even news. This isn't even news. This isn't even news. It's not even news. Not news. Anita Sarkeesian listed as a consultant for Spire 2. Why? To make the dragon cards, to make sure dragon cards didn't have too much toxic masculinity. Like, do you see? And look at these losers. Look, it's the same fucking losers. It's all the losers I told you guys about. It's Smash JT. It's Geralt of Gunia. It's Smash JT again. It's Fandom Pulse again. It's Smash JT again. It's like Smash JT again. Because Smash JT, by the way, whenever a woman is in the crosshairs, will make 50 billion videos about them. The fact that he's calling her a well-known grifter in the gaming space is insane. It is insane, dude. Insane. Like, why show her in the swimsuit? Also, sick abs, Anita. Why show her in this? Like, what's Persia's picture? Why are so many companies hiring her? It's because she's good at her job, John. I know that's a concept. I know that's a concept. If he was going to show her body, let's show John's. The guy who's so disgusting looking, he uses fucking AI for his face. Because this is what. By the way, Smash JT also talks about John, though. He's just a piece of shit. But this is John. So this is the guy, right? He's confused as to why she gets hired places. The concept of someone being good at their job, eludes him. He doesn't quite understand why a person might continuously be hired. Like, oh, hmm, hmm. Why are these companies utilizing Anita Sarkeesian? Why would they do that? I don't understand. And it's just this. It's just this. And look at this. This is exactly what I'm saying, right? If the quality of the game is negatively affected by consultants like Anita Sarkeesian, then if the game is good, don't you have to credit her too? Spire 2 was literally one of the biggest games on Steam this year, and she consulted on it after all. Do you think they realized that their hypocrisy was just exposed? For information, don't come at me for defending her. I can't stand her as much as the next person, but the anti-wokies just exposed a huge flaw in logic here. This has always been a flaw in their logic here. Ramez, their logic doesn't hold because it ignores reality. Like I've been stating before, games do well, games do bad. The consultant ultimately has no real say over that. The consultant's work is this is what we think this character would sound like. This is what they would do in this situation. This is what this culture does. Okay? It's up to you to decide if you want to utilize that or not. Doesn't matter. You could have a game that fucking sucks. This could be all right. They could have consulted on fucking Mind's Eye, and their consultation could have been something as simple as, "Yeah, black people don't do that." Are they the reason why the game was buggy and shit? No. In fact, you could say one of the bright spots was they had a real sense of authenticity to the city. Yeah, we hired some LA consultants to get a vibe for the city and how like gang life is and how like this culture is. We went to consultants for that. Your game is dog shit though. Yeah, I know, but we did consult on this. But the game could still be bad. Conversely, this game could be Slay the Spire 2. Yeah, it kicks ass, and we consulted with somebody to make sure it kicked ass. Like it's just that's it. That's it. It's people who have a grievance from fucking almost 20 years ago. Oh god. Um almost 20 years ago, drudging it back up again. Like that's it. That's it. Like that's literally it. And this okay, here's the thing too. This is just like what Rev says Death did to Pro ZD. Because this is all coming from Fandom Pulse. Fandom Pulse again, April 21st. Anita Sarkeesian, May 5th. So they just started talking about Anita Sarkeesian randomly in the last week of April. Like this is mostly Fandom Pulse. Fandom Pulse. And this is from. And look at this. Anita Sarkeesian was against the God, who the fuck? I forgot that group, that Australian group, the one that was like about like we don't like sex and games and porn or whatever. She was against it. She found it to be regressive, puritanical nonsense. There are way more people who want to buy and support sexual materials, or at the very, I don't think it should be banned. This is her giving a based take, and they still need her to be the enemy. The person who posted how they're against that shit, they need her to be like, this is her take. She supports sexual materials, doesn't think this should be banned. Someone give these brilliant books to the puritanical angry grandmas or angry moms who bully paying process into all but banning porn games. The reason we have online paying process is because sex work. It was invented to pay for porn. This is Anita Sarkeesian. And what they're trying to tell you is the person who said this just last year is ruining games because there's too much sexiness in it. Anita Sarkeesian in the credits, yeah, fuck off and die. Like, I'm sorry, you're a crybaby bitch. You are a crybaby bitch if you're refunding the game because Anita Sarkeesian was consulted on it. If anyone needs help avoiding the games that directly credited her, here's a list. Some of your special things. I look at, like, you need a list. You need to make a list of games you can't play. We're doing the woke detector shit again. If you want to reduce your contribution to Anita Sarkeesian's wallet, do you fucking morons think Anita Sarkeesian gets paid per copy of the game sold? Oh my god, you people are so fucking stupid. This is why I hate dumb people. This is why I hate them so much. They don't understand any process. They don't understand any fucking process. I also want to see the game she's been credited on. Oh, you can't like Hyper Light Drifter. Oh shit. Firewatch, you guys, you can't play Firewatch? You can't play Psychonauts 2 or Slay the Spire 2 or Towerfall or another Crab's Treasure. You can't play that. They just thanked her. She didn't even support them. They just thanked her. Insane. They're such fucking babies. They're such babies. This is why I do not take anything they say seriously, and I will relentlessly make fun of them. These are the people who tried to tell me, because I point out bullshit, that I couldn't survive a Call of Duty lobby. I get called slurs all the time because I've been making this kind of content. And here I still fucking man. You fucking bitches need a list of games to not only tell you, oh, these are woke and these were not woke, but if a woman worked on it, you can't play games because Anita Sarkeesian. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. They can't play games if a minority was in it, if a woman who's not hot is in it, if Anita Sarkeesian was credited in it, if it used a consultant agency. Look at all the ways they can't play games. If a man is not consistently masculine in every frame of the game, they can't play it. If a woman happens to be smarter than the character who's a male, they can't play it. If there's white people in the background more than there's black people in the background, they can't play it. If white characters aren't as important as non-white characters, they can't play it. If there's lesbians, they can't play it. If there's trans people, they can't play it. If there's fucking tall people, they can't play it. If there's people with beards, they can't play it because they can't grow beards and they're little pussies. If they can't have it fit their very myopic view of the world, they can't play it. Oh my god, it pushes an anti-family message. Can't play this game. Oh my god, it doesn't have a white main character. I can't play this game. It's too woke. Oh my god, Angry Boat is black. Can't play a game. It's too woke. Oh, I love Slay the Spire. The second one's way better. Hell yeah. Oh wait, Anita Sarkeesian made it? Or not even made it. She was consulted on it? Oh, I can't play the game. I can't play it. Like, I told you, the reason I'm not playing Lords of the Fallen 2 is because I don't align with them ideologically, and the CEO supports Nazis. That's fair and valid. I think I can say that. But not playing a game because they consulted with a woman whose biggest crime was a couple of videos that you didn't agree with the critique, that's a sin worth attacking her for over a decade. But the CEO of Lords of the Fallen, it follows open Nazis and nothing? That gives nobody pause? Like, the fact that Nazis are more welcome in the gaming space than women should infuriate you people. It should infuriate you. The fact that Nazis, people who openly support Nazis, people who openly support genocide, are accepted and seen as based and cool. But people who are against that are the reason why games are bad. Doing my head in, man. It's truly doing my head in. It's doing my head in. Like, it's such a fucking just dumb. It's just fucking dumb. But if it wasn't clear, I don't hate Anita Sarkeesian. I think hating her is a fucking waste of time, and it's pointless and it's stupid. Her opinion was absolutely correct. There is no world in which Anita's assessment did not come to fruition. Look at where we are now. When the Lords of the Fallen is talking about how we have to have hot, sexy women all the times, and we focus on female creation only because we gotta make sure they're sexy and hot. When you look at First Descendant, what did they have their characters look like? Fuck dolls. I know she had a video called Fighting Fuck Dolls, which I didn't agree with, but maybe she just had advanced observation hockey and could just see 12 years down the road. Because that's where we're at. All these fucking losers, the Asmongold's, the Smash JTs, the Grumps, all they want is women who look like that. In video games. Because in real life, they would call them OnlyFans whores and not like them. But in the digital games that can control and thus limit agency, that's what they want. She was right. And that's what really pisses them off. A woman being right? Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Can't have that. Cannot have that. Anyways, I think I'm done for today. This was gonna be a video, but I just decided to talk to you guys about it. But I'm done. It's hot and I'm sweaty, and I need to take a nap, and I need to shower and take a nap. But thank you guys for letting me vent for almost 2.5 hours. I think that's really cool that you did that. But we're gonna stop the stream now. And I won't stream again until Saturday. I gotta stop doing these midweek streams. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining, and I will see you next time.